Greetings to you, my trader friends, and welcome back to the Debit Spread Show. Just kidding, this is option theory, and it's only a joke because we've been doing nothing but debit spreads for quite some time. We're going to continue with that trend. Today's cherry bomb trade for, of course, today, Wednesday, November 25th, 2020, the day before Thanksgiving here in the United States, we have our cherry bomb trade. It's in today. It's with Target. So, Black Friday is coming up, and maybe that's going to help Target. So we're going to take a bullish position. It has a liquidity rank of 3 out of 4. And if, by the way, if you ever wonder, if you see my eyes looking that way, it's not like I'm distracted. That's where I have some of my information. So I watch my videos, believe it or not, and I look at them and I'm going, that looks weird. But I'm looking over there. Target has a liquidity rank of 3 out of 4, and it has a IV rank of almost 18, but I round down. So I'm going to say it's 17. So we're going to be doing a long call vertical, taking a 50-50-ish shot. Stay tuned, though. We're going to build this trade out, and you'll take a look at the probabilities of profit and all that stuff. So let's hop right in to our platform here and get going. But let me introduce myself first. My name is Neil, and this is Option Theory, and I want to let you know I appreciate that you clicked on this video and watched it. Whether or not you've subscribed and you just watch these videos when they come out, thank you so much. Or if you're new, I appreciate you being here. What we do here is we build out a portfolio of trades using ThinkOrSwim's simulated trading platform, and we invite you to join us. Head on down to that description. You'll find a link to sign up for Tasty Trades Cherry Bombs. We put those on 4 days a week on a normal week when there's not a holiday where the U.S. exchanges are closed, right? Tomorrow. So I know if you're hoping to trade tomorrow, sorry. All right. So you can see on screen, we have our portfolio here. Chipotle came back to its senses. Yesterday we talked about that one being a little bit weird. Netflix came back for us a little bit here. This IWM trade, which I put on in my actual real IRA, is not going the way I'd like. But I believe Russell is coming back to its senses. Here, yeah. So Russell is down not as much as I'd like it to be to get this where it should be. But hey, if you're bullish Russell, go you. Yeah, and did you guys see what happened in steel yesterday? Because I happen to have a real position in steel, and wow. Maybe if I don't forget, we'll take a look at that chart when we're done. But for now, why don't we get on to the target trade, shall we? So analyze over here, add simulated trade. We're going to be in the December 31st weeklies, which remember, Target has a liquidity rank of 3 out of 4. So it's not super duper liquid, but it's also, not horrible. But being in the weeklies, we tend to have less liquidity. So you can see here, we're going to be looking at 35-cent wide bid-ask spreads here. We're going to be buying the 175 call and selling the 180 call. And we have some open interest here, right? We've got 75 contracts, 271 contracts. There we go. So there's some open interest. That does help. When you build out this trade here, we're looking at a debit of $250. So that means on a $5 wide, we could make $250. Also, always want to point out that we have one contract here. Make sure that your size is appropriate for the amount of risk you want to take. So let's head over to this risk profile and take a look at how things are going to play out, or how they could play out. So I've got my date set here to expiration, which is the date that you see right over here. And I've got my price slice set to break even at expiration. And we're looking at only a 48% probability of landing in our profit zone. Yeah, that's not awesome. I'm not a big fan of that. So it seems like a lot of our debit spreads have been this against us kind of probability of profit. However, our P50, like I said, if you want to subscribe to those emails because you'll get them from Tasty Trade, not from me. The link is a bit.ly link, yes, because I like to see that it's getting clicked, right? It's only, all it shows me is the number of times it's been clicked. And in 9 months, it's been clicked 77 times. So it's not all that often, but it's nice to know I'm sending Tasty Trade some people that are interested in learning, right? Okay, so you would see that in that email, the P50, according to the time that it was taken, was 68% probability of walking away with $125. So that'd be fantastic, right? That has come down a little bit. I plugged the trade in, and we're looking at a 56% P50 on this trade here. So with that, I'm going to right-click this trade. I'm going to choose Confirm and Send. Reviewing everything we just said about max profit and loss is everything we said is right here. Profit and loss, 250, 250. Risk one to make one. And I'm going to hit send, and that's going to put that into my working order. So I want to give you an alternative. For me, something to consider on that one here is not being in these weeklies, but instead being in this monthly, because you'll tend to get better liquidity here. Now, with that said, you'll see that we're looking at, if we did 175, 180, we're still looking at 35-cent wide bid-ask spreads. So not all that awesome, but way more open interest. So maybe these will tighten up when the market opens. And then with all this open interest, you'll be more likely to be able to get in and out of a trade, or out of the trade if you needed to. So potentially consider, and take a look here. We'll build this out. I'm going to control click on that one. We're looking at basically the same trade, 250, right? Spend the same amount. You'll have more time you'll spend slightly less apparently. You'll have more time for the trade to move in the direction that you'd like it to. So that's something to consider. I wonder which of these trades would you pick? If you were going to do this trade, would you pick the one with more time for it to go the direction you want with more open interest, or less time and less open interest? Interesting. All right. So I did say we would take a quick look at steel. I don't know if you're interested in steel, but I am. So take a look at that. Wow. I think that the news said that was about a 20% jump yesterday. So I wouldn't mind steel if you came right back to here. That'd be great. You mind doing that for me? If any of you have any control over that, make that happen. I have a covered call, and I'd like to keep my shares because my break even is way up north of here. So, but we live, we learn. All right. So if you've made it this far into my videos, you always get a thumbs up from me. I really appreciate that you watch it this far. And if you feel that I've earned a thumbs up, would you mind tapping that little thumbs up for me? If you haven't subscribed yet, we'll be here for you when you do decide to subscribe. Why don't you hit that bell? Because you'll be notified when our videos come out, and then you can get into these trades when we get into these trades. I won't see you tomorrow. We're going to take a little day off, but a happy Thanksgiving. I am thankful for you and all your views and your comments when I get to hear from you. I do try to respond to all of them, so I appreciate you. All right, everybody. Happy trading today, and I'll see you again on Friday.